Right, how's that? Is the sound better? Let me know if the sound is okay, guys, please. That's grand, right. Again, I forgot to switch the mic on. I'm good like that. It's me age. It's an age thing. Right, so what we've got is a cherry branch, a crotch piece. Now, what people usually do with things like this is they'll cut it off straight across here and make a sort of open form. So I'm doing this totally different, and I'm going to make it sort of a closed form. Bit of an egg shape. So I'm going to start getting it rounded off first. We're turning at around about 750. Well, just over 700. Just to get it rounded off a wee bit. So has everybody had a good weekend? Right, who have we got in? Glenn, Lenny, Wayne, Donna, David, Dale, he's also there, he's also in me here. JP, thanks for the super chat, JP, appreciate it. Who else was in? Mike, I think Mike Lang, if he's not in, he is coming in. Ron's wood turning workshop is in as well. Evening, everybody. Let's have a look and see where we're up to. We're getting there. I've got a hell of a lot of cracks in this side. I did cut some off this side, but I've got a lot of cracks in here. Not overly concerned. Believe it or not, Jamie, this is a practice piece. Turn the speed up a wee bit. There we are, we're getting there. A lot of this bark's going to come off. Again, I'm not overly concerned about that. Right, that's look. I've got some nice spalting in here as well. You might not be able to see it because of the lights. I'm just going to change over my tool rest for a shorter one. Fine, fine. Hi, Leona. Have you recovered after last night? Right, I'm moving on to my spindle gouge just to start doing some shaping. See if I can turn the speed up a bit. That's better. We're at nearly 1400 there now. We'll just start getting some shape into this now. That's looking grand. I might have to glue this in case it falls apart. Thanks again, JP. And yes, it is a practice piece. Just something to do on a Sunday evening. Have you gone away, Dale? No, hang on. Keep on losing, Dale. Right, I'll carry on shaping. Oh yeah. Evening, Cheryl. Oh, clean. So as you can see, if you can see, it's basically going to be an egg shape. Just going to do one final shape at the top and then round the bottom. All right. I wouldn't know. Right, I'm just going to stick some thin super glue, if I can find it. All right. Cheers, Doug. Bloody top stuck on my super glue. Hi, Dr. D. How are you doing? Bear with me a minute, guys. Just trying to sort out my super glue. Evening, Mick. Evening, Huey. How are you? Trying to open that's a bloody thick one. Where the hell's the thin one? There it is. Let's give that a wipe off. I'll put some thin on there. You just hit that with some accelerator, then I'll give it a final cut just to get rid of that glue. Hiya, Claire. Merry Christmas. Bet that was a shock to the system. Yeah, I've said hello and wish you a Merry Christmas for our Christmas gift. Right, that's it. I'll give that a stand now. Because that's the outside done. I'm going to start off with 120. Turn the speed down. Now this branch is still, although it's been cut down a couple of years, it's still fairly wet. Got a couple of marks off the super glue there. That's okay, I'll get rid of them. Right, that was 120, 180 now. $240. Put some sand and sealer on. I would love to have been there to see her face. Mind you, that's you I'm talking about, Claire. I'm just saying the deal. Would love to have been there to see your face. Not sure about all the swearing, mind, because I never swear. People know me better than that. Yorkshire grit. That's going on next. Rub it in with the lathe stationery. Turn the speed down, around about 250 you want to start this at. If your lathe doesn't go down to 250, take it down to the lowest it'll go and do it at that speed. It'll still be fine. And then spend a good few minutes on this stage. Dale's having problems with his phone. Either he's having problems with his phone or I'm having problems with my phone, one of the two. It must be me. Stick my phone up there, see if it's any better. I think it's my problem at this end, Dale. It keeps on losing service. The only thing I can Dr. D saying this is his favourite git. Right, turn the speed up a bit. Clean piece of paper. Keep on rubbing it in. Right, I'm up at about 700, 750 there. There we are. Right, that's the outside done, guys. Right, what am I making? It's a small hollow type thing, egg-shaped, made out of a crotch piece of cherry. That's what I'm doing. Tail stuck out the way. Take my live centre out. I much prefer my elbows the way they are. Bring the tool rest round. Now realistically, I must stop saying realistically, but realistically, this is where carbides really come into their fore. I'm going to be using the mini carbide from Simon Hope. Now clear. And with this, the cutter is actually at a 45-degree angle. And what you try to do is get it right on the center point, or the center line, I should say. And that gives the best cutting. And for something this size, you don't need a very big hollowing tool. I could actually use a bowl gouge for doing this, but instead of presenting the bowl gouge as you would with the, with the cutter like that, basically you turn it around so it acts as a scraper. I'll quickly show you what I mean. Just get the speed turned up again, and you just present it in so you're acting, it acts like a scraper. Yeah, the Simon Hope one does. He does a couple of small ones. One of them's a round bar, but he also does the square bar one as well. There's no need to something this small. There's not really any need to drill out using a drill. You could, if you like, use your spindle gouge to drill it. And again, you just get it on center line, and it just goes in like a drill. So that works quite well as well. And that gives you a starting point for your carbide. There's nothing stopping you using ordinary size carbides if you like. I don't have the Easy Wood Tools ones. I have the set that I bought off eBay, but they work just as well. And on something this sort of shape, you don't really need to use a swan neck. In fact, when you are doing any sort of hollowing, you only need to use a swan neck for about 10% of the job. Yeah, I've used the Jimmy Clues one because I used that at Glenn's place last time I was down. Now the good thing about doing anything like this is because I've got the wood missing here, I can actually see what I'm doing inside. Now a lot of this bark right, Debbie, round bar, if you're not careful, they can twist. If you're using a round bar, they can twist. Seeing as how you've got a square bar, there's less chance of it twisting. Thank you, Dennis. Now, as with anything, when you're doing anything thin-walled, you're as well getting to the thickness up at the top here and then basically leaving it alone. I'm just going to drop this camera down a bit just to see. Don't worry about losing it. I'll alter this as well. Right. There we are. It's just making it a bit closer for you. Now the Simon Hope ones, he does do different sizes of carbides. Another one I use quite a lot is that one. That again has got a 6mm cutter on. Usually fits into my handle for my spindle gouge. So again, this has got a wider bar on it, so it makes it even more stable. Yeah, very similar to the Easy Wood tools. I think Jamie must have said that. I'm just going to try and drill that out a wee bit more with my spindle gouge. that back a wee bit. Just going to change my tool rest again. Yeah, it's a Simon Hope as well. This one comes, you actually buy this one without a handle. So it fits into one of Simon Hope's handles. And they give not a bad finish straight from the tool, because obviously it's going to be difficult to get in there to sand. Just raise the tool rest up a wee bit. Quick check and see how I'm doing. Yeah, still doing fine. I don't know if he's going to be at Maker's Central or not. I don't think he has been the last couple of years. But you do get some fairly decent discounts sometimes at the shows. In fact, some people got some very good discounts on lathes last weekend there at Harrogate because he was selling off some of the demonstration lathes. I think Ed Oliver of Oliver's Wood Turning, I think he does Simon Hope tools as well. Right, we'll go back to using an ordinary carbide, just to show that it does work. I've just got a wee nub in the bottom there that I want to get rid of. That's coming along quite nicely. All right, okay, good. Just seeing how much thickness I've got left at the bottom here. I'll probably end up taking all of this bark off. That's what I usually do. Mike, that sounds like a pretty poor trade-off, to tell you the truth. Don't get me wrong, I like kids. I couldn't eat the whole one though. Evening, Andy. Hi, Steve. We're getting there. Nope, that's that. Come off. All right, I'm just going to take a wee bit more out of the bottom, and then that'll be the shaping done. I'll just get rid of this bark. Hey, Rich. Night, Cheryl. Right, I'm just going to use a wire brush in a drill just to clean up all these bark bits. Cheers, Ron. Hey, turkey leg. God, I hate hand sanding. Hi, Fenrica. All right, okay. Now, the thing is, we're doing these types of forms, if you like, is that you have got to get a fairly good finish off the tool, because realistically, you can't get in to sand the inside. Right, will that fit in there? Not really. don't think it'll fit in with the sanding tool. No, it'd be best not to risk that. Alright, I'm just going to put some microcrystalline wax on the outside, and I think all I'm going to do on the inside is give it a spray with some sanding sealer. A Dremel gouge. Don't understand you, Huey. Oh no, I've got a Dremel, Huey, and I've got loads of sanding bits for it. What I need, one thing I don't have, because the ideal thing for doing inside these things is actually a sanding flap wheel, and I don't think I've got any. No, I don't. I meant to buy some at the weekend then, forgot. Alright, let's have a quick polish. I'll just put some sand and sealer on the inside. So all I'm going to do now is get it parted off. Right then, here we go. Night night, Dr. D. Right, that's that. Parted off there. I'll just clean the bottom off with my trusty skew chisel. And there you have it, guys. Nice little egg form, hollowed out from the crotch piece of a cherry branch. I'm going to put it so you can see it. There you go. What do you reckon? Thanks, Debbie. Leona. Cheers, Brandon. I first learned how to do these. Oh, God, when was it? That long ago. From a very good wood turner in Cumbria called Maurice Mullins, who sadly isn't with us anymore. He died a couple of years ago. But he was fond of doing things like this. I think he even got in the, at one time, was in the Guinness Book of Records for turning the smallest goblet with a captive ring. Again, that was a lot of years ago. But yeah, it just shows, you know, with your scraps of wood, you shouldn't do what I do, which is usually chuck them in the wood burner, because you can make stuff out of them. Hang on, I'll just alter the camera angle again. Let's move that back a wee bit. There we go. Right. There we are, guys. Dale, I'm going to take my headphones off. Thanks for being in there, mate. Cheers. So, final look. That's it. I just thought I'd come in tonight. Bit of an impromptu thing. This is what you'd see. When you're like me, and you've got the bottle of red beside you, and you're typing on the keyboard, you've got to go back the next day to see what you've done. I had to watch Nick's video again this morning to see what I said. Don't mix red wine and keyboards. It's not good for you. The same goes for you as well, Leona, with your vodka. Okay? Being serious now. Right. I'm going to love you and leave you. I've enjoyed doing that. And I'll see you on Wednesday. Now, the thing is about Wednesday, don't get too annoyed when I start bringing out all the hollowing tools that I've got. Remember, I've been doing this a hell of a long time, and all of the tools I bought was when I was working and I had money. I'm not working now, and I don't have any money. So please, I bought all the tools earlier on. Right then, I'll love you and leave you. I'll take a couple of photographs, and it'll actually show up the ridges inside where it hasn't been finished properly. But I'll take a couple of photographs, and I'll stick them up on social media so you can have a look. Right, guys. Bye for now. I'll see you on Wednesday.